I'm here in Iceland for a week, leading a photo tour for my client Joan. We're staying in Reykjavik and taking day trips around the island, shooting the amazing landscape, enjoying nature, and searching for good food. Here's our first meal in Iceland. Joan made some pasta. We'll see how it is. Oh, it's good. It's our first day here in Iceland and we're getting a late start. It's about noon and we slept in since I didn't get any sleep on the red-eye flight. Out and about in Iceland, we're in Reykjavik and it's raining all day today, so we decided to come to the city instead. So we're here at the Chuck Norris Grill in Reykjavik. I asked the guy why they call it Chuck Norris Grill, and he just said because it's funny. We just finished the Chuck Norris Grill. It wasn't bad, not the best meal. We're at the state-run liquor store. This is the only place to buy liquor other than the duty-free at the airport. So Joan got a couple bottles of wine. We're at the bridge between continents.
They built it in 2002.
2002? It's not even old.
We're acting like we're going to see some ancient site, and it was built in 2002. I mean, seriously, it's pouring rain, it's howling like, I mean, seriously, like we should have a hurricane or a tornado or something, and we're walking to see this bridge. It better be awesome.
It's not. On the North American side here, it's windier. Here we go. Look at this fabulous weather here in Iceland. I'm picking up a pizza from this place called Skali. And it's like 20 bucks, 21 bucks for a pizza, so that's not outrageous, but we'll see how it tastes. This is our second purchase meal here in Iceland. We got margarita pizza. It's okay. It's not New York pizza. Here we're about an hour and a half outside of Reykjavik. We found some Icelandic horses. Alright, we're at our first waterfall here in Iceland. Bjarnafoss, or something like that. I got to fly the drone up. It's a little bit windy, but the Spark did okay. We're at the Slot Canyon. Some long name that starts with the R. And there's a stream and a waterfall running through it. If you want to go further up, they say you need waterproof gear, so we're not doing that. We made it to Helnir. This is the west side of Iceland and was going to be our first stop, but we found a couple other things on the way. And we're here at Langdrangar. A little bit chilly. There's some cool cliffs. Here we are at Black Beach. And the whole beach is full of black pebbles and sand from volcanic rock. And there's some pretty cool rock formations also behind me. We found a pretty good Indian restaurant, but it was $82 for 2 people with a couple drinks. We found a bunch of horses. We're headed on the south side of Iceland, so there's a whole bunch of horses here in the field. I'm at Seljalandsfoss waterfall. This is our first big waterfall of the trip, and it's pretty crowded here. I want to take the drone up, but I'm not sure if it's allowed. But this one you can walk behind. I got too much camera gear with me, so I'm not going to do it. Geysers is right next door, a short hike or drive. It's got a slot canyon at the bottom, and you can hike up and get a closer view of the upper part of the waterfall. Continuing east along the main road, you'll see the glacier off to the left. There's a road that leads to a parking lot that's about a mile hike from the base of the glacier, and you're able to go as far as the signs let you without paying. We're here in South Iceland, and these are some towers in the water. Alright, so we made it to the arch, but you can't see it from here. You can see the little one, but the big one, we're at the wrong angle. There's no drones allowed here. I'm here at Skagfoss, the big waterfall on the south coast, and I'm trying to get a decent photo, but there's so much spray near the waterfall, and there's so many people in the way too. Alright, I'm at this hidden waterfall. It says you gotta hop over some barbed wire fence. Should be interesting. There's no other people here. This path is pretty worn, so a lot of people have done it before. I got some drone footage of the waterfall, and I went out of line of sight, and then it said drone disconnected. I thought I hit the side of the wall and it went down. So I just tried to push return to home, and then I saw it coming back to me. So I lucked out. Here we're at Eldstow Art Cafe in some little town on the way back to Reykjavik, and it's 9 o'clock and everything's gonna close by 10 probably, so we're eating here. This is a trail to the Waterfalls waterfall. You can call it a trail. Pretty much just walking on loose rocks with a little stream right here. It's a little windy. I'm gonna try to take the drone up, but it might not do too well in this wind. Got some pretty strong gusts. We're here at Efstedalur. Got some salted caramel ice cream. It's some kind of farm type thing with cows, and I guess they get fresh milk. Alright, we're here at the geyser, and looks like we beat the crowds. Alright, we're here at Gullfoss, one of the largest waterfalls and the most crowded. I'm here at the Faxi waterfall. It's kind of out of the way. Not many people come here, so we had some time just to shoot around, take the drone up, and there's only a few people here. Alright, so we just went to the crater. It costs $4 each to get in, and it's not really worth it. You gotta come here when the sun's straight up, then it'll be good. Alright, we just ate at Nora. Had the burgers and edamame. Burgers were good, not as good as last night, but it was good. We're at our first waterfall of our last day, and this was an hour-and-a-half drive kind of northwest, the area where we haven't been yet. So there's 2 waterfalls right here, and then we'll see a crater or hot springs after this. Okay, we're at Del Darngop River. We're at the hot springs. Alright, so we're at the Grabbuck crater and one other crater. Climbing up these massive steps. I'm gonna fly the drone when I get up there. I'm really out of shape. This is burning my legs already.
I let go of my heart, every part, don't wanna stop, just know how to stop. I let go of my heart, every part, don't wanna stop, just know how to stop.
We're here at Primo, gonna get some pizza and check out the Italian food here in Iceland. This morning I dropped Joan off at the airport, picked up Aljona and Valeria, and we're headed off to the south side of the island. I'm back at Geysers. Here's a cool drone shot of what's at the top of the waterfall. Hiking to the plane crash, I think 2.5 miles. Alright, we're almost to the plane. You can see the top of it from here. It's a long walk. We made it to the DC plane crash. It's about 2.5 mile hike. It's just straight up the path. It's all marked, easy to find, and there's a place to climb up on top. It's a little tricky but not bad.
You got me reaching, trying to catch up, you're already there. I let go of my heart, every part, don't wanna stop, just know how to stop.
And now a 2.5 mile walk back to the parking lot. Now we're at the Reynisdranger Sea Cliffs. There's 2 spiky basalt sea stacks in the ocean, and there's also a bunch of basalt columns that make up the side of the mountain and the cave. There's a whole lot of puffins nesting up above in the cliffs, and the beach is made up of black, tiny rocks and pebbles, and it's actually very comfortable to lay down on. I'm back at the secret waterfall, Cavernufoss, and this is the one where you have to walk over the little ladder over the barbed wire fence, down the path and along the riverbed, and this time we're going all the way to the end. Last time I was lazy and just flew the drone in, but it's really cool. You could walk behind this waterfall too, and it's so powerful, all the water landing right on that big rock. Gas station hot dogs.
So expensive.
Here's my Icelandic bacon wrapped hot dog for $5. Tastes a little different than American hot dogs. Got my ice cream cone. Oh, it's good. All right, we found pho here in Reykjavik, and they have this cool sign here, which was hard to find. You got?
My name is Kong. So here we have a bowl of pho. It is called pho big. These noodles here are more big. It's fat. It's fat noodles. It's probably gonna be delicious. That's hot. It's good.
All right, I'm gonna try the broth here. Pretty good broth. Let's try the meat. Yeah, meat's alright. It's a little tough. Try noodles. Not bad. It's about a average SoCal bowl of pho. But for like 20 bucks here. As we were leaving the Vietnamese restaurant, we saw the amazing sunset, and we were racing to go get a shot of it before the sun went down. Alright, I got the gas station hot dog here. The hot dog. I had an amazing week in Iceland. It was so nice to be out in the middle of nowhere and away from all this traffic back in LA.